free off the edge. You know what I mean? But contains barely work on this offense. This is the thing. You know how they say contains sometimes work, sometimes they're good, sometimes they don't work. Well, in this offense right here, they rarely work. I don't know if it's because of the AV route and the way they're set up, or it's just a broken, right? Remember, blocking the running back, streak wide, double team the right side guy, and this is pretty much how we're going to run this play. And you're going to see it just cooks everything, bro. Like, if Marquise Brown can get that leverage over the top, and I think your best bet to stop this is man defense shading over the top. But against zone, it cooks every zone in the game. And man defense, if he's fast, if it's a Tyreek Hill, doesn't matter what you're doing. So right here, the pass rush is what I'm talking about. This is what I struggle with sometimes, but like times I can still get this play off. You know what I mean? So I'm going to still throw it. But that's how you really slow the play down if they're trying to one-play tutty. So again, this guy's actually an X factor. That's weird. Okay. My man didn't even make a real play. He's already an X factor. So right here, you see how it's man defense, but Brown has that speed to get by it, man. So this is why I put Marquise Brown in that position. I should have told you guys, you want that Z route to have Marquise Brown or the Tyreek Hill or your fastest wide receiver. Bro, I want to say this even works against 3D. Let's just test it. Because, you know, I don't really have a lot of last time with 3D. But I want to say it still works. Pass lead this over his head. Yeah, it does still work in 3D. Wow. Okay, so you're just seeing the power behind this play, man. I'll do it a couple more times, and then we're going to get into the gameplay. It's a live gameplay. I'll probably keep out the edits so you guys can see the defensive side, because I know you guys try to learn everything, and I explain a couple things as I'm playing. So right there off the edge, the guy was coming, but you're just going to see, just throw it on my back foot for accuracy. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Okay, sometimes I'll do that with Lamar Brown. I'll throw it off his back foot, which makes absolutely no damn sense why he throws it accurate off the back foot. Like, I'm literally diving, like falling backwards as I throw it, and it's always accurate 100% of the time. So he's running the route for him. Like I said, over the top, maybe man defense is going to slow this play down. That is probably your best bet. So learn some man defense behind it and shade over the top with your defense. So, but like I said, I rarely come across anyone that keeps up with him, even in man defense. That's what's crazy about it. So right here again, pass lead that over their heads, and you're just seeing the money behind it, man. So there it is. Use it to your advantage. Use it strategically like I do. I don't just do it. Unless I'm really blowing someone out, I'll use it a lot, right? Force it. Typically what you'll see in my gameplays is once I hit them once or twice,
we gonna roll some up first for the game, bro.
because they know there's not a damn thing they can do about it. So let's go ahead and get into. You know what I start to think about now when I play games in Madden 22? No longer am I thinking about what is my opponent bringing. I'm more
dumb out a little bit and go towards the delayed fade. So you can just cornerback for an easy, bullet pass it away from the corner for an easy one-play touchdown against cover 3 first match.
All right.
So I'm going to
See if we can pull this one off.
The B route, put the
Got upset last week,
drag,
man.
really have to do. And the B route,
Shit, the week before we let a motherfucker get a fake win on
cover
this.
2. Now you could also streak the A route to pull that safety back. But I don't quite feel like it's 100% necessary on this particular play. And we'll do that again. Set against cover 2. You can get a really good play up the sideline for a catch and run as long as you throw that ball on timing correctly once you pass the cornerback and pull it and pass it away from the strong safety. Against cover 3, just motion this guy out here. You'll have a lot of space in the seam to the A route. As you can see, it just open right in the area. It's something of a middle, high, low.
That's what I was looking for.
Cover 2 and cover 3, you can motion this guy in, put him on a streak. Go ahead and we'll pick 10-2. And you're going to see that the B route really have a lot of success.
No, wait a minute.
That'd be a very big play. Could typically be going. Except we have the strong curl. Well, this is random defenses. All the dudes put the X route on the street, motion them in. Remember, last game put the A route on the drag. You can put the RB route and the B route on the A number, check down if you want. Not really critical to the play. But this Y route here, I don't know what defense that was, but it doesn't really matter. Man or zone, it typically has that effect. Not against man as much. The drag would typically be the man read. Go ahead and we'll go with cover 3. Just give myself something that we can see for what the actual zone is instead of guessing after the fact. But big, see once again, same thing, wide open in the outside because of that drag. Cover 2 obviously will have that effect. Let's do that one time. It's going to be the same thing though. The Y route's going to get open. Although he's getting open a lot easier. He's rounding that route off pretty poorly and it's still wide open. So any man or zone that's going to be successful, any zone that's going to be successful, any man's going to be the drag. Except we have the 2 deep outs. It's a good man cover 2 play and a good zone play. As the Y route here typically could split the 2 deep safeties, whether it's man cover zone or man zone or cover, whether it's man cover 2 or zone cover 2. Against man, a lot of
That's
times
cool for right now.
Linebacker, which is why I'll have that exact same success. Or safe. That was actually a quarterback that still
Let's
successful.
go.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
We fucked that up, fellas. My fault. I fucked that up too.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Right up outside because of that drag. Cover 2 obviously will have that effect. Let's do that one time. It's going to be the same thing though. The wide right's going to get open. Although he's getting open a lot. He's rounding that route off pretty more than he's still wide open. So any man with zone's going to be successful. Any zone's going to be successful. Any man's going to be a drag. Except they have the PAT doubts.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bobble him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now, the check downs, like the B-route.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Good shit.
Well,
Ooh, he burnt the shit out of us, though.
To the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt
All right,
Hart
fellas.
is on the punt.
Chance to redeem ourselves.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
This is the best run play in this formation. You see, a lot of times
I know we can do better than that last drive.
By the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. It'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Let's hang in there then.
ultimately, I want to run this against random plays.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Ooh, good D.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
The hold this stretch down on the outside. You can flip them right to the short side if you're overstacked to the strong side. You can always take it opposite field. If your opponent overshifts, you can easily just flip it the right side really out the way. Which I think there was something there, as you can see, we get a little bit of a seal on the edge from the receiver, and we have a big play at both sides of the field. Except we have a clear cross.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, Jones.
We can get that going with the run game right now, fellas.
Back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
But ultimately, this is a very good run play that can be treated like an inside zone and also convert kind of like to a stretch play. So right here, nothing in front of the the guard. So that fullback just does an excellent job of just filling that hole and busting you to the next level. It's really easy to hear this, just to say he's going to the return because I'm probably going to pass him. And you can see how we're just having success.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, fuck.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Weaving through.
We blew it. We blew it. Okay, he blew it. Damn.
But not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB.
That's my fault.
Can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college.
That's all
and the
me.
defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eckler. And he's going to take it in.
Yeah, buddy. Got to do something about that right now, fellas. We fucked that all the way up.
His guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say
terrible
that he made the right
pass.
decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. In the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All right. Snap out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive #2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Which side you have the edge to? Like right here, don't really have the edge. I want to go with fullback side based off the.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the right side to Jones.
We ain't got no run game right now, fellas.
This first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, Steelers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Damn, fellas.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's back at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here we go. Cover. It's going to be the same way. As long as that RB route doesn't get out too early, it's going to have the same success once you put any single defense.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Really?
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he managed to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Because you see it's right over the top of the safety, and he's too fast for the man coverage. So that looked like touchdown against just about anything. It's the exact same setup here. I don't need any adjustments, though, when it comes to cover forward. I just need a speed advantage. They said we get to have that carry. It's just a good run play. I mean, you have a fullback in the formation. You know, a lot of times you're pretty much just left with a straight ahead run. At least here you have an option to go the opposite way if your opponent is spending too much time paying. This is probably one of the better counter run plays.
Man, we gotta establish this run game.
Next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
But this is definitely going to be a man blitz. So the X route here is going to be one of the better plays against man, especially if the man blitz is pretty quick. But ultimately,
up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rush is throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw Rush.
God damn, fellas, what the fuck?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Is the wind blowing or something?
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Man, that's crazy.
Gardner Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
D-route would get open above the cornerback here. You definitely want to run that from the open side of the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Over the top, and like I said, you get some really big catch and runs. Safety catches up, we got a superstar out there, but you can definitely get some big plays doing that trick. Next up, we got the Z spot. It's another play too against random. You just want to put down the D-route here on the street. It's not really a man-beating play, but you'll have a lot of success against zone with this flat and out above it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was
someone else.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way.
You got to go short passes, fellas.
Huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top.
All short passes.
To Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
And we got to get the ball back.
Number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This play works pretty good as is, though.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Eckler going to get it again on second.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Behind that diamond cluster of receivers.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Stopping it. So it's going to be best right away because we're saving the box on that side anyway. And to this side. It's about the tight one off, but the PA post big. So you're coming through no adjustments. So you can put the A around the street.
Eckler, they run left side, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there.
Good looking out, man.
This D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So this guy here seems like he gets bumped around a lot less.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's
good motherfucking D.
And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Even with the Paul Matthew let up on his own, he still beats it. Just have to basically, once again, wait till he gets inside the safety and pull it.
We need some better plays.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Now y'all don't want to hold on to the rock.
Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Except we got the PA ball.
Rush. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The running backs pretty much play on the right side. We have a man beater. On the left side, we have a zone beater. On this side here, you're going to really need him to get past that cornerback a little bit better. That was not a really good release by Ruggs. I was going to put the ball over. Let's do that.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That's really the only real issue here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Completes this out left to Ruggs. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He fights and takes the outside bait.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 621 catches.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Except we got the close PA cross. This is a good
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to a field goal. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
This safety like that, I think we're just going to ball. So you see, I actually think that we're he's beyond the strong safety. Nobody's not really going to play on this. Is the strong safety. So once you get past that depth, it's also a pretty safe time to throw.
This look like the inside one right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points since half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
You're going to have a lot of success with us. We'll come through a lot just to show you guys that you basically just run this. Like a lot of plays that I'm showing, we're basically just kind of reading at the back.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Why ain't y'all fucking I can't run commit to that shit.
77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The only other look you're going to win is like right here, you can see they're kind of spread. I would rather flip this, though. Little lane here, and you can see we have a different blocking, so we should have some.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I find that the best one's going to be a spread alignment, or if they're shift towards, they're overly shifted towards the two tight ends.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
To have success. Ultimately, though, this is definitely going to be probably one of the best replays information. I could flip it even at this formation also. Like, I'm not really liking that safety is so far out. I like the fact that the safety on the other side is a little closer, so I'm going to try to get around him. So if I motion this guy across and basically even up the formation, I was going to try to have outside containment when it comes to plays like this, because that's where going to be where you have the most success. So if you don't have outside containment on the strong side of it, don't here because that
to
safety.
Throw, it's Garoppolo. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
One more time.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Here it looks right here. It looks like we have an all-out man blitz. But that's pretty much going to be a reach. This is going to be your money play against man blitzes. But ultimately, the comeback out is going to be good as well. This is another man blitz. I think we're in there. So yeah, right here, I mean, I want to do that. One good pops that really well. They didn't come in the last second. But like I said, you're reading that first. You're reading that RB out.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Good shit.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at it, and it's working for them.
Another play from this formation where essentially it's the best inside line of the formation. There's no real reads needed. Except, you just want to make sure that you have a little bit of a gap to your left side. But this play here does a pretty good job of blowing out the holes. These inside zones,
they go back to the ground now with Eckler.
And it looks really well with the stretch down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All right, whatever. But yeah, so you can see he starts off with the double team. He says that you typically start with the double team and it gets to the next level, which is why I ran directly at him before getting
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
About anything, you're really going front to back here. You're really going to look from the short route to the mid route and then to the deepest route, which is the comeback, which you can see right there. I had a lot of success with here. We got a man zero blitz. The comeback's going to beat that. Because I
8 yards to go on second down.
But you can see against man or zone, it's pretty much the same read. It's pretty much reading the drag to the crosser to the comeback route. And one of those three should be able to spread every single time. Here, probably should have been a little bit earlier, but you can see it's just a front-to-back read.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's typical of a cover 3 or cover 4, but I'm really working my way from front to back. I'm really working from the running back to the drag to the A route. The B route is really just there to pull coverage. This is pretty much going to be all that I do here. And you see, like I said, somebody's always going to be open right there. That was probably the most safe route. It took me a little while to decide because I thought that the deep route was going to be there. But ultimately, something will be here when it comes to all of these particular plays. So that was probably a man crush, but I think my control was on the linebacker. I got to be better about being on the defensive tackle with this remote, just so I don't necessarily run into those problems. Let's do that one more time. So that one there probably wasn't too indicative of what I was going to do.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Next up, we have the PA Express cross. Another cover for one touchdown on Old Gen Consoles.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So you can see it's very easy to put this correctly. And you have to watch this guy here. Watch number one, you got to watch for that cornerback to stop running, which you will. Number two,
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This is a very good goal line play. This is a very good goal line play.
Back to throw. And that throw his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones.
Oh, I juiced right back into him. My fault, fellas. Might have fucked this game up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He looked to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
To just separate a little bit different kinds of information, but ultimately gives you a really good
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a
good game, good game.
turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Probably the best run playing information. You can see how the receiver pulled the linebacker out a lot of times away from the line of scrimmage based off the left foot.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's best to be used with the stretch play. as a good counter.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
They put that Y route on the street, put the A route on a drag, and this is